the chainsaw under her bed. She just kept saying it. It was just, she crazy. So then they go back, okay. Chanel is in prison and she's talking to some inmates, some people that had friended her on Instagram or whatever, and was following her and that was obsessed with her or whatever from Instagram. So she's like, oh my God, I just feel like, Chanel's like, oh my God, my friends turned me in and, you know, I just don't understand and trust anybody. And then the inmates were like, well, Chanel, they say that real friendships are formed on the inside. And then the officer comes and was like, Chanel, your bail's been posted. And she's like, okay, see you later, pathetic bitches, or something like that, she said. So she ends up leaving. Bitch, the walk, listen. Chanel walked out of that fucking jail was so sickening. I want to go to jail just so I can walk out of jail like Chanel. That shit was sickening, and I was like, yes. Yes. Oh my God, it was sickening. So, Predatory Liz and Chanel number 3 bailed her out. They go back to Kappa, and you see someone's getting ready with the Jackie Kennedy outfit that Chanel had on. Come to find out, it's Chanel number 5 putting it on. And then here comes Chanel number 1 back to the door with the same outfit. I'm like, bitch, what is you doing? You fucking ratted me out, bitch. Yada yada. And Chanel was like, no, I didn't rat you out. That ain't what happened. And then Chanel was like, yes, the fuck it is, because that's what Hester told me. Come to find out, Hester was playing Chanel number 2 ass, or they working together, I don't know. But told everything that had them went down and put it all on Chanel number 5. So she's just like, oh my God, what the fuck? And so Chanel threatened her ass with this little knife pick thing. And she was like, you know what, bitch? I'm not even gonna stab you. What you gonna do is fucking go get my pumpkin patch ready. And Chanel number 5 like, no, it's curfew, it's dark. I said, oh, clearly the red devil gonna be out. She was like, well, that's good. Hopefully you'll get decapitated. So, Chanel number 5 calls the 2 twins who she had the Eiffel Tower in on her with. And they're out there lighting the pumpkin patches or whatever. They lighting the pumpkins and stuff. So they doing it. And so the 2 twins say, okay, let's go into the maze. So they go into the maze with Chanel. She's still lighting, got them candles and shit. And then she lighting it. She just turn around. Here go the red devil standing behind her ass with some goddamn garden scissors, bitch, and snip, ready to snip her ass. So she started running, and then she screaming, and then the twins hit her, and they was like, oh my God, the red devil, let's attack him. And they was like, no, we should protect Chanel number 5. We should protect her. So they run through the maze, trying to get the fuck out of there or whatever. So while they in the maze, the red devil coming through looking for their ass. So they was like, okay, we didn't have Chanel number 5. We tired of just screwing you at the same time. You need to make a choice, okay? So she's like, right now, we need to make a choice right now. She's like, what? And I was like, well, if you choose this Eiffel Tower, that's the only Eiffel Tower part of the Eiffel Tower you're going to get for the rest of your life. And yada, yada, woo, woo. She's like, you know what, fine, I choose him. And so she chooses him. So the other was like, okay, fine. And he goes out by himself. And of course, he ends up getting slaughtered, getting gutted in the damn maze. So then, Chanel number 5 to make it out. And what else? Oh, yeah, they make it out. So then, by this time, Grace them have figured out, you know, they can turn on the GPS with Zayday phone to track out the address where she's at. So they found the address, which was the right location. They went there with tasers, no fucking flashlights. Like Chanel never got. She got everything, but she got flashlights or whatever. So they're down there. They see all this red devil shit. They see Zayday's favorite food and some wine and shit out on table. Like, what the fuck going on? And then they see the trap door that Zayday's in. So they open it, and by this time they had to split up. So it was Gigi, Shondell by themselves, and then it was the daddy, Gracie, and her boyfriend by themselves. And Gracie, the boyfriend, and daddy had found the trap door, and as they was opening it, had flashback to Gigi and Shondell. And they in this room with this operation table and all these sharp objects and shit every fucking well. Then next thing you know, they, Gracie, open up the trap door, and Zayday's not in there. And we're like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is Zayday at for real? Is she really the killer bitch? Is Shondell really on the goddamn case? So then it goes back to the torture room, and the lights go off. So they're in there, and the red devil comes in with the night vision goggles on. He's like putting his hands out, or she's putting his hands out or whatever, trying to touch on people. And so Shondell ended up shooting Gigi in the titties with the fucking stun gun. And Gigi ended up, it was some kind of weird about that too. She ended up shooting a Red Devil. Like, bitch, it's dark. How did you know that was him to shoot him? But anyway, that happened. So the lights came back on. Shondell was like, oh my God, let me go get them. So she left Gigi in there with the electrocuted Red Devil. So she went there, she was explaining. Gigi and Shondell ran up. Ooh, I'm tired. Let me give me something to drink. She like, ooh, 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 that's good, yeah. Ooh, okay. So the killer know, why are we standing here? We gotta go to killing now. What she gotta, she done zapped him. And, ooh, okay. Let's go. So they go back in there. Gigi getting up from the floor like, oh, they're like, what a Red Devil. And she like, he hit me in the head and ran out shooting. And I'm just like, he didn't kill you, okay, whatever. So that happened. And so her and Gracie had a moment. She was like, I don't mind sleeping with my daddy, it's fine, yada yada, boop, 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 snap, snap. And so they still like, where's Zayday? And you know, Shondell was like, and Zayday ain't fucking here, the killer. And then what else? Oh, so then he goes at the Capitol House and Chanel's trying to have the votes, and it's like, no, fuck that. And then she's like, oh, we finna vote. But it's like, don't Zayday have to be here? And then out of nowhere, Zayday walks in, hell looking a mess a little bit, but not too much. And she's like, oh, I'm here. And they're like, how the fuck you wet, bitch? What's really good? What's tea? So Zayday explained how the killer had treated her nice for a little bit while he was in the hole. Then the ladder came down, lit the ladder up, fixed his favorite meal or whatever. And then Zayday was like, oh, I see what it is. You got a thing for the squirrel, honey. You got a thing for the squirrel, honey. So Zayday goes and rub on his head, then stab him in the, the hand with a fork, and then takes out running. I guess that's how she got away. That was cute. So then she was like, okay, then we can vote. And Chanel was like, we need her to vote for Grace to get here. And how do we know she ain't telling the truth? And then Grace shows up or whatever, and then it was like, oh, and then it flashed to, excuse me, Gigi walking up the street. I'm like, bitch, why you walking alone? Like, what's really good? So Gigi walking up the street and just keep walking and walking and walking and walking. And then she tried, apparently she's going to her apartments, whatever she's staying at or whatever. So she's walking, and then clearly the Red Devil's behind her. So she walks and then she disappears. So the Red Devil walks up. He looking like, fuck, she goes. And she turns. Next thing you know, you hear Gigi say, you're late. And bitch, my face all like, huh? Where the fuck? So then Gigi was like, that was too close. That can't happen again. He needs to go. Take care of it. And then it cuts out. I'm like, what? Okay, so yeah, this episode was not only funny, but it was like, the fuck? Like, some cringing, eye-turning shit. I was like, okay, I see you, Ryan, with your Murphy. But this episode was on point. It was good. I give it 10 Chanels out of 6. But this episode was on point. Okay. Yet again, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Say what now? Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any ideas, for anything else you want me to review on, anything you want me to talk about, I'll talk about, whatever. It don't matter. Except for bullshit ass shows, like I said in the letter. No. Just like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Kevin! Good day.